Alright, what's up y'all, it's LakerFan here. As y'all can see by the title of today's video, 5'9" point guards are taking over NBA 2K22 Next Gen, and this is the best one. So hope y'all enjoy the video. If you do, feel free to drop a like, sub if you're new, turn on the noties, all that good stuff, and like always, trying this 1 to 1,000 likes. Now we're getting straight into this. I'm here to show you guys word for word, rating for rating, what this build is, and how I've been labbing this for a while, because like I said, this has been something that we've known about for about 2 weeks now in 2K22 Next Gen, and a lot of people have been missing out on a couple things. I myself even was one of the first people to get to this, and I missed out on a couple really important things, and I'm here to show you guys what I've learned, and I'm labbing and all types of crazy stuff, so we're getting straight into this. Now, first thing that probably pops off on the screen at you, it's very different about what other people do right here. Two things. Perimeter defense is at 97 on this one, and then also I have 40 driving dunk. Now, what I've seen almost everybody on their 5'9" do is not have any dunk rating at all, and then they've had probably like silver to gold clamps or something like that. They might even cut down steel a little bit, but some people have been kind of realizing obviously that you need pretty high steel rating on a build that's this short to be able to even fight back at all on defense. So most people do have the 99 steel, but nonetheless, the givens with this build, you have 99 three-pointer and ball handle. I mean, you got 99s in 3 different categories. 1 on shooting, 1 on playmaking, 1 on defense. Now, we're also, a lot of this video is going to be talking about this 40 driving dunk rating. I'm here to explain why I'm doing this, and I'm going to have a couple clips showing you why, especially. So for the full breakdown on this, we're just going to go really quick. 5'9", 166 on the weight, and 5'10" wingspan. You don't lose anything on ball handle or three-pointer for upping this wingspan by 1. It gives you a little bit more perimeter defense and steal, and you can see we upped the weight a little bit as well to also get perimeter defense to 97. You could go even further on this if you wanted 99, but I don't see any real reason to, other than to be slightly faster on lateral quickness. You get every badge that you would want anyway, and at this point, if you go 1 lower, it makes clamps cost more. I'm not gonna lie, I'm starting to think clamps is a little bit overrated. We'll talk about in another video too, but you can see this one right here makes it so that the Hall of Fame cost is 1 less on tireless defender, menace, and clamps. And you can see right here, from going to 96 to 97 on perimeter defense, we go from 26 defensive badges to 27. So on top of what you already get for the clamps, menace, and tireless defender being cheaper on the Hall of Fame level, you're at least getting 3 extra badges right here. 1 for getting the actual badge, and then 2 for making clamps and menace cheaper. I don't think having Hall of Fame tireless defenders is gonna be worth it anyway, so it's not like this is really making that much of a difference. But you can see, low key, if you're someone who's thinking about running on silver, it actually drops the cost of it from 3 to 2 for the silver, and then it drops the cost of it from 5 to 4 into gold. So there's a lot to be said about that 1 rating of perimeter defense right there. And again, you do still get the Hall of Fame clamps, menace, pickpocket, all types of stuff like that. 99 steel rating. We still have 95 speed. Some of these builds I've advocated for cutting down on the speed to like 92 so that you can kind of make right in other areas. The one thing that's not perfect about this build is the fact that it only gets gold bullet passer and it only has 87 mid-range, and it's really funny how we can talk about those 2 ratings and act like that's a big deal in the first place, because 86 pass accuracy with gold bullet passer is still plenty fine. It's going to be really, really good. I just will say this isn't exactly the pro-am build, but again, I think being able to dunk the ball makes a big difference. I'm talking, you have 25 driving layups. Sometimes you smoke wide open layups with this build, and it really deters you from going into the paint at all. And it's really built on just the meta of this game, how you're really fast, you can get open on the perimeter really easy, and it's hard to contest you. But this right here is kind of insurance, if you ask me, for when there inevitably will be a patch. I promise you they're going to do something about mismatch expert. If all the comp scene and stuff like that with Toxic and his tournaments and stuff like that is putting a nerf to mismatch expert and making it so you can only run it on silver, or even he's thinking about doing nothing at all, and realistically, all I'm saying is I would expect a mismatch expert nerf somewhere along the lines here. So I'm just telling you guys right now, I think the 40 driving dunk is going to be big time. And matter of fact, we are going to cut right now to the clips of me showing you why I think this is going to be super important. Alright, so here we are on the 60 overall 5'9" that I created right here, and I upped my driving dunk to 40 just to test this and lab it out. I wanted to make sure I could bring this to you guys and know for a fact that this was going to work consistently. And before I even knew it, there is a great dunk package that I didn't even think would even be accessible right here. I was labbing out what dunk packages would be available. All I saw was pretty much rim grazers, and I just wanted to be able to dunk the ball. But what I ended up stumbling upon was the fact you can get Mccollum dunk package at 40 dunk rating. And let me tell you, this is a huge deal. It's 15 ratings. Mind you, it's going from 25 to 40. That's super cheap. It is a huge deal that you upgrade that driving dunk to 40 just for this reason right here. And anything more is kind of tough because it forces you to upgrade driving layup and vertical at the same exact time for anything past 45 driving dunk. So I have it right here. I probably already popped it on the screen for the last 10-15 seconds or so, but rim grazes off 1 is 36 driving dunk. Off 2 is also 36 driving dunk. Basic hangs is 40, which again you can also reach with this same exact rating that I did. And then basic one-handers and two-handers off 1 is 50, and then off 2 is 45. Quick drops requires 60 dunk, and you need 30 vertical. Now, quick drops are pretty good, but it's off 2. Off 1 is the one that you really want, and that's at 70, I believe. So just letting you guys know. With all this said, upping your driving dunk to like 60 is going to force you to upgrade vertical and driving layup way too much for the convenience of the actual build itself. All you really want to be able to do is just dunk the ball when open. That's how I feel. It prevents you from getting chased down, blocked a lot more, and anyway, we're just here to show you guys what this build is capable of now. So this is me going in the Pro Arena with the 5.9. Again, this is the exact same clip as what you saw before. It's just me walking into the Pro Arena and dunking the ball. Now, this has some pretty good dunk packages in it. You can even use the dunk meter as well. It's really crazy. But again, the whole premise of this is just that I want to be able to dunk when open. So I just wanted to show you guys this. So as you can see, the dude really does get up still. He only has 25 vertical and 40 dunk rating, but it's good enough to dunk when open. And again, prevents you from getting chase down blocked. That's a lot to be said. Now, don't be wrong, you're still going up really, really slow and kind of weak. But again, the principle is there. This is exactly all I wanted with the dunk rating. You can see you can get the dunk meter to pop up and you can still do it. Now, is there any point in doing that? No, not at all. You really should not use the dunk meter at all. Obviously, you're not getting any contact dunks. Your build can't even think about a contact dunk. And I just wanted to show you can't get reverse dunks, unfortunately. It's kind of just expected though, but you're probably not planning on doing that too much anyway, and just hold up on the stick or X button if you're going for the dunk regardless. So that's all I wanted to show you guys. With the 40 driving dunk is a huge deal if you ask me. All right, so back to the topic here. We're just going to recap one last time what this build is going to be capable of. I'm going to show you in the test builder the types of badges you can put on this with the badge count that it has with the 1, 36, 35, and 27. If you're somebody who's going to go to the college too, you can put the 4 extra badge points on shooting. I already labbed this out. I feel like 27 is the perfect amount for defense. I'm not going to count it up right now, but I'll show you in the test build real quick and just explain that 27 is perfect for defense, 35 and 36 is gonna be good for shooting, but again, you could put the extra 4 on shooting, and then you also have 1 extra badge point that you'll be able to use if you hit level 40 as well. So that's definitely worth mentioning. 39 actually, but still, you're probably gonna hit 40. So anyway, last little note right here, takeover options. You have shot creator, sharpshooter, playmaker, and lockdown takeover too. Lock is very interesting on this build, and mind you, you can't get mismatch experted by any of these small point guards if you're on this build right here. And if you have great perimeter defense and they don't, then you're winning the matchup. It's about as simple as that, really. Now, obviously, you still have to be the better player and everything said about that. But, and then a real quick discussion right here. The only reason I did strength, it's mad cheap. Like, it was super, super cheap for me to upgrade this. As you can see, there's a difference between literally 1 speed, or do I want 23 strength? To me, I just wanted to cover my backside on that. I feel like it'd be a pretty smart thing to upgrade strength in that situation, and I think 1 speed is not going to make all the difference in the world. I still don't think 23 strength is going to make all the difference in the world either, but still, I wanted to maybe just do it to test and maybe be different than everybody else as well. So anyway, we're gonna go ahead and do the test builder real quick. I'm gonna show you guys what the badge count's looking like. All right, so badge count. Once again, you can see in the top right of the screen, we have 1, 36, 35, and 27. Again, you could put your extra 4 in the +1 wherever you want when the time comes for that with the college stuff and for hitting level 39, all types of stuff like that. The finishing badges are completely useless for this build. I mean, obviously, putback boss, no point. Pro touch, I'm not gonna lie, it's possible, but I would never want to time your layups with this build in the first place, so that's not even worth the discussion to me. And then for fast twitch, it's for like standing layups and close shot and stuff like that. So it'd be debatable between these two badges right here. For me, I'm thinking an unstrippable personally, but it's just pretty useless for that 1 finishing badge anyway. It just happened naturally with the close shot rating being high enough for the mid-range. But anyway, for shooting, we have Hall of Fame Blinders, Hall of Fame Stop and Pop, Mismatch Expert, Hot Zone Hunter, and Sniper. I am of the belief that Hall of Fame badges are a little bit overrated in this game, but ones that are really good you definitely should still run. But for instance, say like if you have a badge that you think that you like, but it's not really on that top tier or anything like that, like say with Deadeye, right? Once you hit anything higher than gold for Deadeye, it starts to cost 2 extra points. Whereas for me to take off gold and go from boom, bronze is 1, silver is 1, gold is 1, and then again, Hall of Fame is 2. I think the best budget you can do is to have a little bit of the medium ratings on these badges. From most of the tests that these guys have been doing with 2K Toots and 2K Labs, honestly, most of the Hall of Fames are looking pretty useless anyway. As in, like, they don't really serve that much more of a purpose. Now, what I will say is there's a lot of them that are super important. Like Blinders, Hall of Fame is fire. Mismatch Expert, Hall of Fame is fire. Hot Zone Hunter, you may as well run. Sniper, again, you may as well run. A lot of these make sense to do, but anyway, we have a lot of budget badges on this as well. So for instance, silver on Rhythm Shooter, bronze on Volume Shooter, bronze on Catch and Shoot, Green Machine, For the playmaking, I go a little bit more of a budget too, where I have 4 bronzes right in this column right here, and then 2 more on the right over here. So we have Space Creator and Tight Handles, Needle Threader, Glue Hands, Dimer, and Bailout on bronze. Again, this is because it costs 2 to put Dimer on any higher. Again, 2 for Needle Threader to be any higher. Bailout, 2 more. So I feel like this is going to be a meta, and this is going to be a trend that I feel like a lot of people finally catch on to, maybe later in the game and stuff like that, that having nothing to a bronze badge gives you such an increase in terms of the difference that you see in terms of what the badge actually does. And I feel like to have bronze Dimer is probably going to end up being really good to do. So anyway, long story short, the Hall of Fames are still on the super key badges. So we got Hyperdrive, Quick Chain, Quick First Step, Unpluckable, Handles for Days. Those are a given. If they're one of the best badges in the game, you want to run it at the highest level that it can go to. You know how the case is. And again, for the playmaking category, it's just a given. You want Hyperdrive, Quick Chain, Quick First Step, Unpluckable, Handles for Days on the highest level you can go. Same with Bullet Passer too, but again, this one only goes to gold. You need 97 pass accuracy for Hall of Fame Bullet Passer. I don't think it's worth unless you're somebody who's planning to play Pro-Am and this is your Pro-Am build, but even at that, it takes a specific type of person that needs and wants Hall of Fame Bullet Passer. So anyway, again, I just think it's nice to cover your backside with a couple bronze badges like that. But for the lockdown right here, for the defensive badges, I mean, bro, you can get pretty much everything that you need. You got Clamps, Interceptor, Ball Stripper that is also going to protect you when people are trying to slash on you or in the post or anything like that. This is going to help you in that regard. And then, again, you have 99 steal. And speaking of stealing, obviously we have Pickpocket at 96 steal is what you need for it, but we have 99 again. And then Menace is going to obviously lower their ratings. I feel like this is your form of Intimidator to an extent as well. You definitely want this because of how undersized you are, and people are going to try and shoot over you. It's about as simple as that. So if you are guarding them tightly, their attributes will drop if good defense is being played, quote unquote. So my sort of theory with this is it's your form of Intimidator. You're going to be dropping their 3-point rating or ball handle ratings, whatever the case may be, if you're playing them tight enough. And that's most people's way of trying to abuse you as this small lockdown, is that they're going to try and shoot over you or force their way into the paint on you, and then boom, you're going to have the Ball Stripper, Pickpocket, Menace, all types of stuff like that helping you out. Then you got Bronze Hustler and Tireless Defender. You probably could put Hustler at a higher level, though. I'm going to be completely honest with you. Again, if there's something in this playstyle that doesn't really need to be the highest, so for instance, Ball Stripper maybe, you could put Hustler all the way to gold by only costing 3 badge points right here. So there's a lot to be said about the badge budgeting and stuff like that. I might even eventually talk about the best budget for each badge, but it depends on your build too. So it's a little bit harder to kind of correlate between everybody's experience. But again, it's pretty much up to you. Do you want Bronze Hustler and Hall of Fame Ball Stripper, or do you want Gold Ball Stripper and Gold Hustler? It's just a trade-off types thing that you'll have to be able to kind of assess on your own. All right, now the one last thing that I'm going to show you guys with this is a very specific thing. So I need you to drop a like on this because it's a fire piece of information. I'm going to explain to you how to do it. So when you're doing the test builder, what you can do is you can continue without putting any badges on. You don't have to waste any of your time with that BS. What you can do is you can load up your player in the test builder. You're going to load in, and it's going to be very simple, very easy. All you got to do, wait for the tip off, boom, you can get the ball as soon as your team gets it. Hopefully my team wins the jump ball, or else I'm making a cut here. All right, what do you know? Made a cut. We didn't win the jump ball anyway. So you are going to be able to get random animations on your build. It's going to put anything random on here. Now, if you're someone who knows what animation is what, aka you're looking for the curry slide or something like that, all you got to do is flick down diagonal on your right stick, see if it pops up. If not, you're going to quit out. Boom, it's going to load you right back to the test builder. I'm not going to lie, this is really, really like, they need to take this out of the game, to be completely honest with you. But anyway, and I'm sure there's an easy way for them to make it so you can't do this, but I'm just letting anybody know. So once you quit, boom, you come back out to here, you load up the test builder again. I have hit level 39, so I'm able to do that. Boom, you hit continue again. You go straight back into here until you see something that you like, and then boom. You can keep that if you know what package that is. So like if you're looking for a size up escape or a signature combo or something like that, you can test it out, look for it, boom. You got it. As long as you do that, and then when you find the right one, you're gonna come back to here, and then you're just gonna well, I can't go back any further, but once you quit out of the game, you're gonna be able to just start your build just like that. So a really easy explanation to this is gonna be to show you my own build right here. So as you can see, I have the size up packages and stuff like that. Size up escape package is normal. Now this says normal. I'm not gonna explain any further because I don't know how 2K feels about this stuff right here in terms of the curry slide being in the game when it's not supposed to be in the game, and they had a kind of a wall behind it that they wanted to wait for, but now it's in the game. But anyway, long story short, you are able to do the curry slide if you can do it in the test builder, and it's going to say normal. I would highly recommend not to change your animation by any means, because once you do it, probably can't go back. So it's just kind of locked in here. And to be completely honest with you guys, the Trae Young escape packages looks better than the Curry slide anyway. So I'm not gonna lie to you, it's probably just kind of void. It doesn't even matter in terms of that. If there's something else that you like in the game though, go for it. But anyway, just to show you how confident I am in this build, I actually made it for myself. So this is how I have it upgraded so far. As you can see, I have 88 unlocked for the overall. I went with the steel for the my career grind. I'll show you guys in the video how I'm doing my shooting badge. This is actually really fire and really convenient. As you can see, I actually have the circus 3s and all types of stuff like that in corner specialist. If that gives away anything in the video, so be it. But anyway, I'll explain how to get shooting badges and stuff like that. I think it's gonna be really fire, and I think it's gonna be kind of fun. I think the real kick behind this is that I'm on a point guard, bro. Look at LakerFan out here, bro. 5'9". You never think you see the day. Look at this man. He even knows what is this? LakerFan on a 5'9"? What's going on here, bro? Anyway, that's all for the vid. I hope y'all enjoyed. If you did, feel free to drop a like, sub if you're new, turn on them noties, all that good stuff. And if you made it to the end of the video, put like in the comments to show support me all the way through. Other than that, I hope y'all enjoyed. If you want to leave any feedback in the comments, feel free to let me know. You think I'm crazy for making a 5'9" point guard? Let me know. But anyway, that's all for the vid. Hope y'all enjoyed. And that, take it easy, man. Peace.